Hi everyone, welcome back to Kingdom Alignment. For those of you who are new, my name is Sherelle. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Now today I am really excited because today is day 4. Come on, day 4 of consistency, discipline and obedience. And as I do every day, as you guys already know, I asked the Holy Spirit early this morning, to lead me to the page that He wants me to see. And once again, I was led to the book of Isaiah, okay? But today was very different. It wasn't just Isaiah. It was Isaiah chapter 1. And I don't believe this is a coincidence, because I don't believe in coincidences. But for 4 days in a row, God has led me to the same book, but to different chapters, different themes, and different instructions. Now, that alone tells me that God is always doing something new and that God is not repeating himself. He is building something, right? Now, Isaiah chapter 1 is titled The Sinful City. And from the very beginning, God makes something very clear. His people know him, but they are not aligned with him. Now, what does that mean? God is speaking through Isaiah, reprimanding his people and unbelievers, right? And he says something that stood out deeply to me. And he said that if you are willing and obedient, you will eat the good things the land produces. However, if you are resistant and rebel, you will be devoured. And that's in Isaiah 1:19 through 20. Now that verse alone shows us something extremely important. God does not bless intention, he blesses obedience. Okay? Now the people were still religious. They were still offering sacrifices and they were still going through rituals. And God calls the city something very strong. He says the city that was once faithful is now behaving like a whore. And I was like, So when I read that bit, I understood that it doesn't mean just sexual sin. It means a people who have sold themselves to desire, to comfort, to self-rule, to self-righteousness. And what does self-righteousness mean? Self-righteousness is rebellion, because it says that I decide for me instead of God. And God decides what is right. So Jesus didn't die so that we could just live however we please or however we choose to. No, he died so that we could live according to his will, to be renewed, to be cleansed, and to be realigned. So what really stood out to me today is that God keeps emphasizing, he keeps warning them, not because he wants to destroy them, but simply because he wants to restore them. That is what God does, right? So judgment is not God's first response, correction is. And this chapter made me reflect deeply, because God is showing us clearly that knowing God is not the same as obeying him. Worship without discipline leads to deception, right? And faith without obedience leads to separation. So the reason God keeps leading me to Isaiah is because Isaiah is a book of alignment. It exposes what happens when people know God but no longer live under his government. It's one thing to be, yeah, I'm a believer, but if you're not walking that path, then what are you doing? And I believe God is reminding us today, if we want the fruit of obedience, we must live a life that reflects obedience. And that means not when you choose to, not occasionally, not emotionally, but daily. Okay? So if this video encouraged you, if it convinced you, if it gave you any insight in any way, remember to like, comment, share, hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.